Hello and welcome to this new episode of C-Suite Conversations. I am Dimple Bajwa and today I've been joined by Charu Kaushal, the Managing Director of Allianz Partners India. With a career spanning consumer finance, retail and insurance, she brings in a unique perspective on leadership and navigating change. In today's conversation, we'll explore her most defining decisions and the future of this industry. So let's get started.
Marksman Daily presents C-Suite Conversations.
Hi Charu, Thank you so much for joining me today and I'm really looking forward to this conversation with you.
My pleasure, absolutely.
Charu, you have an experience across diverse industries like consumer finance, retail and insurance. How has this varied experience shaped your leadership philosophy, particularly in adapting to new challenges at Allianz Partners?
Sure. So I think a diverse experience always helps.
Yeah.
So I've been fortunate that I've worked across 3 industries. So I started with retail, then I was in consumer finance, and then of course I've been in assistance and insurance. So retail sort of was my first stint, and I was with Arvind Mills and Perfetti. So it prepares you with the ground up knowledge because you're so close to the ground. It gives you a very important insight into consumer behavior, product, distribution, and for me personally, I think that's where I got my love for sales. So retail helped me learn that. Consumer finance, I was with Citi Consumer Finance for almost 10 years. And I would say it gave me a lot of learning on P&L management, on sheer scale up and ramp up of distribution, people handling large teams, portfolio management, product innovation, compliance. So it was again, there was a lot of learning, right? And learning never goes to waste is my personal belief. So you always can dig into it and it'll help you do more at any time. So, how it's helped me, I think in Allianz Partners is that in any organization or in any industry, you have to keep evolving, keep learning, and keep thinking out of the box.
Right.
So there have been multiple times, and maybe I pick up COVID as an example, right? In my case, I was the Chief Sales Officer when I joined, and I became the CEO in December 2019, just
Before
4 months
COVID,
later, we were into COVID. So I think around that time, when you've worked in diverse industries, it gives you a very different level of adaptability, resilience, and innovation quotient.
Right.
So I was able to use that as well. And of course, we had a lot of support from the wonderful team we have at Allianz Partners, not only locally, but regionally and globally. So that also helped us tide over the COVID period. But overall, if you worked in multiple industries, I think it just gives you a broader perspective.
Absolutely.
And it helps you to look at the same challenge, whether big or small, from multiple angles. So it makes you more resilient, more adaptable, and I think you have courage to try newer things.
Right.
So yeah, that's how it's helped me.
So
and
you probably got the best of each industry and you put it all to work here at Allianz Partners.
I've tried. I would just say that I have tried, but we do have a great support system here as well.
That's great. That's great. Having been with Allianz Partners for over a decade now and playing a key role in its growth, what do you consider the most pivotal decision you've made?
So, mostly in Allianz Partners, we always work as a team. So that is our DNA. Right. So I would say that as a company, we've made pivotal decisions over the years. I think the most pivotal was that we invested in our own assistance platform and we over time diversified our business, right? So those would be the 2 key decisions. Maybe I'll talk about the first one, right? So from day one when we entered this line of business and when we set shop in India, which was like almost 18 years ago, we said we want to invest in the country. So we always had a commitment to the India market, and we said we're going to start by organizing the roadside assistance market. So we set up something called a company-owned, company-operated fleet. We immediately followed it up by setting up a state-of-the-art platform, which we have over the years, complemented by digital tools. So we've added a lot of digital tools, and I would say over the last 4-5 years, we've seen extremely good digital adoption in India itself. And one of our core lines of business, roadside, it's operationally very heavy. So what happens is that, getting the customer, getting the provider is again an important part of our ecosystem, right? Getting them to really adopt these tools is not easy. But I think we have managed to successfully get our key stakeholders to adopt these tools, and it helps to enhance the customer experience. It helps to make it easier for the provider to give assistance, and most importantly, it works for our clients, because for us as an organization, our belief is that we have to be people centric and we have to be client and customer centric. So if you look at these parts of the ecosystem, we've done a lot to ensure that we digitize, and we have kept evolving with times. So that's what makes us, I think, the largest assistance player in the country. And it has given us an edge. It has mostly enabled us to give better service through the length and breadth of the country. So, if I were to share with you, in roadside alone, we service 55,000 locations in the country.
Wow.
And because there is just so much happening, right? I mean, look at India as a market. It's the way we are doing in the automotive market, and that's a key segment for us. So we've been able to align with customer behavior and give them assistance when it matters the most to them. And RSA is one line that we work in. Similarly, the second decision, other than digitization, having a platform, is diversification. So roadside was a very important line for us. It still is the core business that we do. But over the years, we've consciously diversified. And diversification is very important.
It is.
Also in a market like India, there is huge potential. So we are today present across all lines of business. So we are there in assistance and mobility, we are there in health, we are there in travel. And within this, we have sublines of business. So that diversification has helped us. It has helped us enhance our footprint. We also have shared services. So it's been a huge enabler for growth, I'd say. So those would be two of the most important decisions that we all collectively took to invest, grow, and sustain our growth profitably in the India market.
Right. So what you're saying is diversification is basically the key to stay relevant in today's time.
And digitization. Both are equally important. And being, customer centric.
Like any other industry, the assistance industry is also constantly evolving. What are the key trends you believe will fundamentally change, and how are you preparing for it?
Okay, so maybe first I'll talk about what is not going to change.
Okay.
Right? So, in Allianz Partners, we try and always marry our global expertise with local touch. So for India, what that means or what that translates into is high tech, high touch, which means that you should be high on technology, be digital by default, but when required, your technology should have a heart. You should be empathetic. You should be able to pick up the phone and speak to the customer, right? So I think that is something that's gonna stay, because in our business, let's say when I take the example of roadside assistance or even travel, we are reaching out to the customer when he or she needs us the most.
Right.
And they're in a space of mind where they're not very happy. Either there's a breakdown or there's some other issue. That's the reason they're calling us, right? So at that time, having empathy is very important. So while you will digitize, you have to do it in a manner that whenever the customer needs to still speak to you, you're able to pick up the phone and resolve things very quickly. So I think that will remain consistent, that we remain high tech and high touch, right? What is gonna definitely change is that consumer expectations will increase even more. Right now, for instance, we are seeing that EV uptake has gone up. It's still there's still some distance to go, but it is increasing by the day. So we'll have to see, how do we use more telematics, how do we speak more to the vehicles through our B partners to even prevent breakdowns, right? To become more proactive than reactive. Because while our business is to provide assistance, from a customer perspective, we'd like to see how do we work with our B partners to see our customers do not have so many breakdowns, right? They have smoother journeys. Then AI itself. So as I mentioned, conversational AI is something that we do in other parts of the world, and in India, we will definitely over the next 5 years see how do we leverage AI for the customer journey, for speaking with our partners, as well as how do we take it to the provider network.
Right.
Because the idea is to have as smooth an experience for the customer as possible. So for us in the assistance business, the customer is at the heart of it all.
Right.
So we will use more and more tools digitally to see how do we give the best experience to the customer. So that is something that will change. I think the next 5 years we'll also see more diversification. So, while we are present in multiple lines, and reinsurance is also one of the lines that we do, we would like to see how do we marry this more and more to the changing trends. So if I look at insurance itself, there's going to be more of embedded insurance, there's going to be more usage-based insurance, it will become more contextual. So how do you get service in there to enable it? So service-enabled insurance will again be an important area of focus for us, and definitely a very important growth lever. So that's how we see the next 5 years really panning out for us. And India is a big, dynamic, diverse market.
Right.
So we've always been very excited about doing more in the market.
Given your long and successful career, what is that one piece of advice you would give to an aspiring leader who is aiming for a C-suite role?
Okay, that's one piece of advice I would give is, of course, self-belief. I think before you end up doing anything in the real world, it has to happen in your mind. So I think the first thing is self-belief. You have to believe in yourself. Other than that, you have to be extremely resilient. And resilience is a big word, it's a strong word, but it comes from small actions and consistency day after day, and also from having a very strong support system. I would also say that they would have to have a big learning quotient, because change is constant in today's world. So you've got to learn, unlearn, relearn. You have to do that all the time. And you asked for one word, but let me give one more, okay?
Sure.
Which I think personally is very important, that be kind to yourself and be kind to others, because it is possible. So those are the ones that I would say they should do to be in the C-suite and to stay there.
All right. One last question before I wind up, Charu. You've been in multiple industries, you've held multiple positions here at Allianz Partners. Can you throw some light on your journey, and what have you learned during this journey of your career?
I think I've learned a lot, and I'm very grateful for the journey, right? I'm very grateful for the journey. It's been a good journey. I have learned that, whatever you do, whether you succeed or you don't at any task, the credit for that is not just with one person, it's with an entire team. So it's extremely important to be empathetic, to take people along with you, and to give credit where it's due. So I think, for me, humility, compassion and empathy are an extremely important part of being a good leader. So that's something that I've learned. I've also learned that things will not always go the way you want them to. So you will have successes, but you'll also have failures. You have to take both in your stride, and you have to pick up from there and bounce back. So that's where the self-belief comes in. And the last bit is, of course, hard work. Working hard at all levels, I think, is extremely important.
Absolutely.
So I personally work very hard, and I think it's important for people to do that to succeed. And given the volatility in today's world, it's one of the things that is in our hand, right? So I think there's no substitute for hard work.
Absolutely.
So that's what I think.
Thank you, Charu. Thank you so much for being with us today and sharing those wonderful insights. Thank you.
My pleasure entirely. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of C-Suite Conversations. Speaking with Charu, Kaushal gave us a clear window into what it takes to lead through change, from making pivotal decisions to preparing for the trends that will redefine the assistance industry in the coming years. And her advice for future leaders are reminders that leadership is as much about purpose as it is about performance. I'm Dimple Bajwa, and I look forward to bringing you more such stories, more such conversations with leaders shaping the future. See you next time. Thank you.